This PSA is brought to you by Isabella Tunnicliffe and Isabel Seville for the concern of your safety. Use your brain. Stop acid rain. Hydrocarbon fuels like coal, oil, and diesel contain sulfur. When the sulfur is burnt, it makes sulfur dioxide. The sulfur dioxide then mixes with water and the air to make sulfuric acid rain. Sulfuric acid is the main component of acid rain. Formed through synthesis reaction. Acid rain is responsible for severe environmental destruction across the world and occurs most commonly in the northeastern United States, Eastern Europe, and increasingly in parts of China and India. It has been estimated that around 550 premature deaths each year occur due to acid rain. Acid rain kills our ecosystem. Acid rain makes lakes and streams have a low pH that can't support life. The sulfuric acid rain causes a decline of calcium in the soil. According to the chemical reaction between hydrogen peroxide and sulfur dioxide creates sulfuric acid, which then comes down to earth as acid rain, the environment can suffer greatly. Acid rain can cause deforestation and break down building materials and paints. The picture on the left shows deforestation due to acid rain. As acid rain falls, it trickles down trees and off leaves into the soil. After it leaches into the soil, some of the acid may go into waterways. Acid rain can be found essentially anywhere in the world. The sulfuric acid can also be carried in the form of snow and dust. In its dust form, the acid can cause respiratory illnesses in animals and humans alike. There has been many efforts from the UK made to decrease the amount of air pollution. According to 1970 was the worst year for air pollution in the UK, with over 6 million tons of sulfur dioxide being released, and the emissions continue to increase from then, due to colder winters and a greater need for heating in homes and other buildings. Fortunately, governments in the UK and around the world have placed restrictions on sulfur-generating processes, making it illegal to create a high amount of emissions. One example of government action against sulfur-emitting processes is the International Marine Organization. The IMO works to limit the amount of sulfur content found within shipping fuel, used within emission control areas. The ECA cap was reduced to 0.1% mm as of January 2011. These are some of the benefits from the sulfur limit, from the IMO website. Some things we can do to help reduce the amount of sulfur emissions is to conserve energy, utilize public transportation, and using alternative fuels. It became clear that it could be solved only at considerable cost, and economic and political factors are now inexorably linked in any consideration of acid rain reduction. The most efficient way to stop acid rain is to stop burning fossil fuels. Doing this would affect the economies of countries that generate most of their energy through fossil fuels. The combustion of sulfur is responsible for generating about 82% of the electricity we consume in the world today when it is combined with our nuclear resources. China's investments in these sources continue to grow, and likewise the likelihood of more frequent acidic rain increases. This is to be said about many other countries around the world. In fact, over 2 million people are employed right now in the United States thanks to the fossil fuel industry. Remember that coal is composed of sulfur. Here's a review of everything we addressed about the dangers of acid rain. Sulfuric acid is not only a major ingredient in acid rain, but a compound used in various useful chemical reactions. However, there are better ways to make sulfuric acid, rather than waiting for it to rain. So, use your brain, stop acid rain.